Hello everyone, a warm welcome to yet another edition of Your Image, the only public relations program on television in Africa. My name is Dari Folari. Today we are discussing enhancing the ideation capabilities of public relations practitioners all over the world. What is ideation? Ideation is the skill of generating fresh ideas, new and innovative ideas to think of solutions to issues. As we all know, the Mexican statement of public relations says, analyzing trends and predicting consequences. So how can we enhance the capacity of public relations practitioners? I have two juggernauts in the house today to unpack the topic for us. I have with me a veteran broadcaster who served in the Nigerian Television Authority and later served as corporate affairs manager for the defunct Gateway Bank. It's my pleasure to introduce Dickness Titi Durojai.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me.
I also have with us a management consultant globally. Is the chief executive of a plus group of companies with headquarters in the United Kingdom and offices in Nigeria and the United States of America. Please welcome Mr. Femi Awoyemi. Femi, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
So it's also said that ladies first. So Auntie, I'm going to start with you. Yeah, this ideation thing, you know, usually they don't give public relations practitioners, they don't give us our flowers, you know, for thinking of issues. In the marketing communication mix, we are the ones that generate events from end to end. We have pre-event, event, even post-event leverage. We think of all these ideas and we take it to them and use advert or all the others. So public relations is the king. We are like paratroopers. So tell us, how can we enhance the public relations, the ideation capacity of public relations practitioners? It is also said that it starts with a thought. What do you think we can do? What's your take on ideation?
Thank you so much. And ideation, to me, I believe it saying the characteristics of a PR.
Right.
Now, a PR, in our own days, for now, we have modern, we have modern PRs now that has to be very strategic. Because in those days, we don't have the social media.
Right.
We don't have the, in fact, at times, we don't even have budget for PR. Now, when you don't have a budget, how can they even get the skill? How can they get to even be intelligent enough to be creative? And you will expect so much from them. But thank God, I want to say something about the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations now. They are doing what we have expected longer time. Because when we were there before, you know, if it's so unfortunate at times when you meet with a management that doesn't believe in PR, it becomes so difficult because they won't even have any budget for PR, so to say. They just have any admin person, somebody, they were seeing us as if we are just messenger. Oh yeah, you go and do this. And they had no idea of what population is, the importance of it to that organization.
Amazing.
But thank God, things are really working the way we wanted it.
Right.
Because my experience then, I was just lucky because of the managing director that I have who believed in PR. And you know there's nothing you can do now without PR. So what I would say now is for those in practice now, you have to wake up.
Okay.
You have to wake up, you have to read, and not just reading. It has to be very wide.
Right. Okay. It has to be very wide. Femi Awoyemi is a philosopher king. He's a management consultant. You are involved in training. So, you know, it's also said that it begins with a thought. So how can we improve our critical thinking skills, lateral thinking? Or what other suggestions do you think we can come up with?
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
If you have read this book by Edward Ibono, Six Thinking Hearts, it talks about different thinking hearts.
That's the father of lateral thinking.
Yeah, that's the father of lateral thinking, Frank Ibono. He talks about those different hearts, and in this heart, you have the emotional heart, you have the art of different sorts of thinking.
Right.
And it gives you the impression that training, because ideation, let me just quickly say, ideation is not just thinking about ideas.
Right.
It's about thinking outside the box of what can bring PR into the mainstream of things. So training comes in as number one. I run a vocational training school, and we use that to leverage our public relations in the organization. So when you have seminars, you have workshops, this must not just be workshops, they must be systematic, they must be structured. You must be intentional about it, and you know exactly what you want to achieve when you come into it.
Amazing.
Yes.
You must be intentional about it. You know, it's not to say that we think outside the box. You know, I remember when we were young, sometimes when they want to punish us, they say, think about your life.
Yeah.
Do you think that today's practitioners do a lot of thinking about the ideas, the briefs that they are given? Once you are given a brief, you think it through, end to end, from conception through to the end. So,
I said initially that some people, well, I don't think they are in the profession now, because some do not read.
Okay.
some does not even know much about the environment. The problem they are dealing with, they do not even know. They are not strategic in their thinking. And when you want to really make it in PR, you have to think, you have to read about so many areas. I could remember as a reporter, you know, because they just taught you about reporting, they send you to go and cover financial kind or finance kind of program or so, and you are saying you can no. We were trained to know everything.
About everything.
So the practitioner now has to know, you have to know about everything, because with the social media now, like I said the other time, the case of the organization we are representing, there might have been a crisis that is brewing underneath before you know it's on the social media. And so how do you explain it as a PR? That you do not know what is going on in the organization, or that you do not even know what the public is saying about what you are presenting. Either you are giving a service, or whether it is a product, there must be, your ears must be on the ground.
Okay, thank you very much. And this is your forte. What things do you think practitioners can do? What games, for instance, chess. When you play chess, it improves your critical thinking ability to plan moves ahead and everything. So, Scrabble, it improves your work. So, what other things that you think you can do?
Scrabble is definitely one. Chess is also another one. But I want to talk about travels.
Okay.
I don't know how much traveling that probably might be expensive. But like something we call cultural intelligence. When you travel, you get exposed to the different cultures. You have experience of different backgrounds and different traditions. But what that does to you is not just cultural intelligence. It widens your scope of understanding.
It widens your scope. But even if you can't afford, travel, you can travel through books.
Yes, absolutely.
World Book Day.
You can travel. You can travel through. Reading. If you're not reading, I just don't know exactly how I can describe. Auntie mentioned something about reading. If you are not reading, I want to say you are not traveling. You are just static. You can travel through books. You can travel through watching films. You can travel through discussion, even seminars. Here, we will have gone through so many areas before we finish this program. That's what I call exposure and cultural intelligence. But you said something about being expensive. Yes. If you say traveling is expensive, then try not traveling at all. And what that means to anybody. If you don't have to travel to the UK, you can travel to Cotonou, for God's sake. You can travel to Ghana. Nigeria. You can travel within Nigeria. If you look from Abeokuta to Lagos, from Lagos to Kano to Uyo, or Uyo to Benue, there are so many things that you can capture from there, and that will enhance your public relations. So your audience becomes somebody, I have been there before, and I know exactly what it means. To be in this.
I know of a man, a senior colleague, who said before he went to the US, he had learned about all the streets. He knew about Liverpool, he knew about New York. Through reading. So you want to tell our practitioners to read, because most these days they say if you want to hide something for a Nigerian, hide it in a book. How do we change this narrative?
Well, I had the opportunity of traveling around the country.
Right.
I was going from one state to another, and like you rightly said, the culture, even the way they do go about their things, they do some things. Obviously, you will learn a lot, because where you are coming from is quite different from what you are seeing during the trip. And I was able to bring this back and for us to put this on the table. Let us see if you can do it differently and see the result. But like I will say, it has to do with the management. It has to do with the management. If actually they understand what you are talking about,
right.
If they understand it, yes, they support you. Traveling, like you said, is expensive. Even within. But some people, they are really, they will decide, they might decide that, what do you want to go and see that I cannot go and see? And when they go and see it, they come back, they don't know how to work with it.
Okay, there are 4 types of intelligences, quotients. We have the intelligent quotient, we have the social quotient, we have the emotional quotient, and we have the adversarial quotient now, when you experience adversity. So tell us, how can public relations practitioners, enhance all these 4 key intelligences?
So when you intentionally prepare yourself for this, I've added the cultural intelligence into it deliberately, because that for me, that's the starting point. If you're intentional about what you want to achieve as a PR practitioner, then you develop yourself.
Definitely.
You read, like we said, you travel, you attend seminars, symposia, workshops, and directly or indirectly you are developing this intelligence criteria in yourself, and that is the purpose of bringing this into place. You cannot develop any intelligence without being intentional, without being systematic, without having that focus of what do I want to achieve. You can decide to buy a ticket from here to London today, and you go and come back without bringing anything. But if you are intentional about that trip, I am going to London today, and I will be going to see London Bridge, for example. What does London Bridge bring to you? And you come back, you can educate people, you can showcase what you have learned, and that brings, as a matter of fact, you become a different person because of the experience that you have achieved, and you can develop all these intelligence criteria. The key word is be intentional about it and just go for it. A lot of people will go today to so many places. A lot of people will work with different things. They read different books, but ask them what they have read. No, they cannot.
Intentional.
No, that's intentional.
One thing that you have said is that one has to be a lifelong learner.
Yeah,
until you turn the 72, just on Tuesday. Congratulations, I know that.
Thank you.
Happy birthday. So tell us, do you still read?
I read a lot.
Okay.
I read a lot. Because socially, I believe there's a limit on that. But naturally, because of my background, I was trained as a journalist.
Okay.
And obviously, you have to continue reading.
Right.
And I could remember scripturally by my bishop who said, the day you stop reading is the day you are dead.
I'm 60 plus, I'm not yet 70. But I am currently in studying law, and I started about 1.5 years ago, and that tells you that you need. I knew what I wanted, and I wanted to go for it. You cannot just stop learning.
You can.
There's no way you can stop learning. And
so the perception that I'm old, that I don't want to.
There's nothing to do about the young guys. I didn't know they're still reading now. It has nothing to do with reading. It's an intentional thing, like you said, and it comes culturally too. Because if you're in the midst of people that read, I mean, you get also encouraged, and more so when you really want to. Me, I like politics, even though I may not practice it.
Okay.
But I want to know what is going on, why it is happening.
Right. Curiosity.
Yes. I went into the midst of a party and they thought probably, these people they come, but they didn't know what I was after.
And you don't have to go to school for that. I mean, you don't have to go to
somewhere. It's just like me wanting to, it's an investigation.
Yes. Absolutely.
I went in, I saw how they dealt with the old people, I saw how they were managed. I said, no, I can't be part of this. Is this how they do it? I got what I wanted.
Okay. In life, we are meant to solve problems. Life itself will throw issues at you and have to solve it. That's why the public relations practitioner will plan events end to end, from conception to actuality. So, what other tips do you have for public relations practitioners that can enhance their problem-solving skills?
Yeah, we have said a lot of things about problem-solving skills. You have, number one, there is a problem. Ideation is not about generating ideas, developing ideas, and evaluating the ideas. So when you have an issue, you bring ideation into it. Ideation gives you the idea, okay, you can critically assess what the problem is. And you look at what the end results will be. And when you evaluate this end result, you are actually coming to a situation where you are enhancing your problem-solving skills, and continuous evaluation is very important. How far has it gone? How far have we achieved what we intended to? Because at the beginning you set your goals. You, in the middle, you evaluate. You set your goals. You put your plans together. You evaluate how these plans have been achieved. Then you think about what did we do well. How can we improve it? Continuous evaluation of your plan is number one.
Yes, public relations is about analyzing trends and predicting the consequences. So, I
think one just has to be very proactive. Proactive in the sense that you should not you should expect reaction from the public. You should expect reaction from the society. You should expect that there could be a crisis. So you should be ready. Before the thing gets out. Like I said initially, before the media brings it out for you. And when you are that proactive, are you ready? Do you have the ideas of how to handle the crisis when it comes? Yes, communication skills. You have to communicate in the language your audience who you want. Because they now want to hear from you directly. The log guy, all these press releases now, it's inside the file. Nobody is interested in the press release again.
Let me quickly add, there's something we call duty of candor. Duty of candor means that things will always go wrong. Or things might sometimes go wrong. You have done everything in your plan. You have imagined that it will go well. But along the line, things will not go well. But your duty of candor is to be honest, transparent, and discuss it genuinely with people that yes, at this point we didn't get it right, and our duty of candor brings it upon us that we must be honest about it, be transparent about it, then we can get solutions.
That exactly is public relations. Public relations is about the truth. You don't hide the truth. So what you have to say to practitioners who are in the habit of spinning, hiding the truth under spin. That's why they call us derivatively spin doctors.
I don't play the show, but you should know the modern public relations we are now. You cannot spin anything. Because even before you start, the thing is already out for you. The best of it is that whoever is not ready to work hard, to read hard, to be able to communicate ideas that will bring results to the table or to where you represent, to just not venture into public relations. We are in the modern public relations now. Modern in the sense that with all, it's not 24 hours news. So things goes on, what you don't even expect, you don't prepare for. That's why a PR person must be up and doing. You should just be steadfast. And let your ears also be on ground.
Be on ground, Let's talk about artificial intelligence and technology generally.
Artificial intelligence has brought everything. And you know what? This is one of the brightest things that I think has happened to to the human race and technology. It is about how you use it. If you have the intention of using AI for positive purposes, then it brings everything together. But
in terms of generation of ideas, you
can just go to Gemini, you can go to ChatGPT and say, this is it. Right, that will give you an idea. It is not the final solution.
No.
Sometimes I can go wrong.
At least what you can walk around with.
Yeah, but it gives you the hub of what you want to achieve, and you can do so many things. Public relations practitioners should be careful about that, because most of the time you don't get the absolute correct.
But you give it prompt.
Yes,
it's prompt engineering. That is what you put in.
Yes.
So you need to have the competencies.
Absolutely.
Maybe I want to plan this event. Maybe this shall be festival. I want to plan it from beginning to end. So what do I do?
What do I do? And
AI will give you 5 scenarios.
It gives you 5 scenarios. Now you can now adapt it. You can use the scamper method in public relations. You know, the scamper method is when you look at, you substitute, you evaluate, you adapt it to suit you. I mean, when you have AI as a technology, bring in scamper method into it and let it work for your
This is where the training is important.
Training is important.
Yes, I'm talking practically. We are telling them anyway.
Right.
But that is just the key. That is the key, training.
So there you have it. We've been discussing how we can enhance our capacity as public relations practitioners, and our guests have done justice to it. I'd like to thank you, Defense Jurujaye, for coming on the program. Thank you very much. Mr. Femi Awoyemi, thank you for coming all the way from London.
Yeah, thank you very much
for coming.
Thank you.
So, and it's on that note that I would like to draw the curtains on today's edition of the program. On behalf of the team, led by Akio Kudero, Dara Adebepe, and others, this is yours sincerely, Dari Folarin, saying bye for now.